Welcome to Talking After Dark. I'm joined here today with my buddy Brandon, and today while we were driving down to Essence and work this event, I thought we'd have a conversation, man to man and audience, about what is a man looking for when he's looking for a mate from a man's perspective. So my question to Brandon is this: what is a man looking for when he's looking for a mate?
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm one of the aspects of the thought process I come across my mind is when a man looking for a woman is when he come to looking for a mate is that mate compatible, or is that mate have some of the things that he values the most, what he values the most. Just for instance, for myself, what I value the most is, or the language that I speak is quality time, understanding. We have the same thought process sometimes we don't. Most of the time, we are who we are, and sometimes we don't know it. So what I'm looking for, or what I think as an ideal mate, is a person that can get along, as in we see the same things in life. We want to have some of the same.
So you're saying you have similar values.
Similar values, yes.
And you speak the same love language.
Yep. And
you kind of pursuing the same goals and aspects for your living.
Yes.
So would you say it's important that you guys build stories together, or you build a history together?
Building a history together is better than just building something I can talk about for 5-10 minutes. I want to talk about something I can talk about for hours. So if I can talk hours and hours about what we've done over about 2, 3, 5 years of our life, it'd be better than, hey, I met her one day, 2 months, nothing else happened. So building a history would be better for me, as in for building a story. Now, other people might say different. It takes a minute to get a history started.
So does it matter does age come into play at any point, that at a certain point in life, a certain age in life, we have a different perspective of what love looks like and what we truly value most in a relationship?
Absolutely. Age in my opinion, has a lot to do with what we value, because a younger person might not value respect, honesty, integrity, loyal. Older person, that's all they want. They want somebody that's loyal to them, integrity. That's gonna put them first, put them ahead of the other priorities that shouldn't be there. For instance, we go to church together, we talk, we eat dinner together, we go out and have fun, we sit in the park. Some things that we like doing together is what I think as a man.
So being that we're in that over 50 age group, and I think that when we get over 50, certainly we should have an idea of what we want and what we're looking for and how we pursue that. So what kind of steps do we take towards making sure that we are ready and fit and able to be pursuing the type of relationships that we say we want? So we have a responsibility to ourselves and to the person that we're looking for, to make sure that we are together. What does that look like?
First and foremost, for myself, as I'm speaking only for myself right now, because it's that I have to make sure I'm together. I have to make sure I'm free from any little things that's going to distract me from, pursuing this person, or wanting to get to know this person a little bit more deep and intense. So getting myself together, as in mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, all that stuff is a part of them. So no worry starts. Once a worry kicks in, that person may say, look, they might draw away from that. If I got a problem, I need to be able to discuss it with that person, and we should be able to come up with a good solution to it. Basically, those two things, free from all distraction is a good way of getting into a relationship. Somebody that's equally yoked, and that's what I would may say that also.
So because you're ready and looking, so what should that woman be able to expect from a man like you who's looking for a woman like you're looking for? What should she be able to expect you to bring to the table?
First of all, I should bring open-heartedness, willing to compromise, willing to sit and just listen to what both of us has on our minds and just talk about it. If we talk it out, we come to a good agreement or a good understanding. Hey, look, hey, we're gonna do this today. We're gonna go visit this place today. We're gonna have a free day just for us to sit around and talk about what's going on. How we do that is one step at a time, as in taking our time to doing it. Let's set those parameters. Let's set those priorities. Put them in place. So that's what I would do.
So, at any point, does your past have any relevance to do with the relationship that you're pursuing?
Our past should be wiped out. If we start living what we did in our past, because as I say, when I was younger, I did things as a child. As I'm older, I'm doing things as an adult. Now, I learned a little bit more than what I should do as an individual. So now, age, compatibility, respecting each other, it has a lot to do with it. So that's where I'm at.
So certainly, we have all had past experiences to the degree that some things that we've learned from our past relationships, some things that have hurt us and still tear at our hearts to some degree, and some things that I would think have made us better for the future. So what from your past can attribute to you being in a place of readiness for your next relationship?
First thing in my past is being honestly and having that right mind saying, hey, look, I can come to you with what's going on in my life, what's bothering me. Most of the time, we as men, as myself, I keep that inside. So I will let it all boil up, and then when it's time to explain it, I'm I shut down or don't say anything about it. But I know it's in the back of my mind. I need to discuss it. So honesty is one of the things that I really feel that I has got stronger in as I got older. So I like to tell a person straight up, I can't do this, or I can do this. And if I say I'm gonna do it, I try to do it. But that's one of the things, honestly.
So is there anything in your past relationships that you can say have hurt you and wounded you to a point that you're not healed from it yet?
2 or 3 years ago, I could say that, but now, as getting to know myself all over again has healed me from some of those things, and being around people that are positive, reading good material that's gonna give you some information that teaches you about yourself. Most of us don't understand that we have to read other material, or we have to evaluate and listen to others. I can learn from you. Some people can learn from me. We can learn from each other. But it has helped me. I don't really resent anything I've done in my past. I have done things that I don't like to talk about, but once I talk about them, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about living.
So can you clearly say that you're healed from all past hurts and pains, so that a woman in your future can expect that when you come to her, that you're not bringing any of these past relationships or soul ties into the new relationship that they're going to have to deal with? So you say that you're free and clear from those things and healthy enough to pursue a healthy relationship.
At this point in my life now, I'm clearly healed from the negative, the hurt past that I've been through. A woman now, she meets me, she's going to get a person that's genuine. I'm going to talk to her just like a man should talk to her. I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to put her down. I'm going to open the doors for her. I'm going to close the doors for her. Things like that. Being healed and thinking about things in your past, things might come across your mind, but if that person giving you that genuine respect and genuine thought process that, hey, look, I'm on the same path. I'm on the same wavelength. We're going somewhere. We can go somewhere. I can see you 5 years or 10 years down the road. Right now, that woman would be the ideal woman to be with.
So you sound like to me that you're ready. You sound like you've thought about this. You sound like you have considered the fact that you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be by yourself. That you want to grow old with someone, to build a history with someone, as opposed to building stories. that you feel like you've healed from all your hurts and pains, and now you're ready to give somebody the best of you. So I think at this age in our lives, and so we're both over 50, so I think at this age in our lives, I think we have a better idea of what we want. So another question that comes to mind is this, is that, at 50, we kind of start living a little differently. And I think the kind of women that we pursue or we think about or that we want to build a future with are not the same women that we thought about at 30 or 35 or 40 years old.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
What's the difference in that? What makes that difference?
The difference in that is the woman at 30, 25, 35, 30 years old has the process of, don't know where they're headed at. Their mindset, in my opinion, is, hey, look, I just want a man that's there for this time frame. But a woman at 49, 50 years old or older, they want a man that's going to be there for life. They want a man that's going to be there, and they know they got the security with that man. That man has every desire, even though he may not be as attracted or feel all obligation, but those key points, he got her back. He's going to be there for her. He's gonna treat her with respect. Those are the things that I feel between 25 and 30 are missing.
So you said something, I'm sorry, but you said something that kind of made me think another way. So you said something about a person being attractive, something about a person bringing something to the table. I think you said security and those kind of things.
Yes.
I mean, what exactly is that? Because I can tell you from my perspective that when I was 30 years old or 35 years old, I wanted a woman that was built like a 36, 24, 36 and long hair and pretty, all those kind of things, that those things that are out of bound, not inbound, those things that are external, things that made people attracted because of how they look or the clothes that they wore or just that kind of thing. But so what I'm saying is that at this age, what's really important is that I think you're looking for somebody that is going to be there during the hard times, during the good times, the bad times, the great times, all those times that are important to your age and relativity, as opposed to somebody that just looks good, eye candy, perhaps somebody just to bring out and just to look good. Those people are just, to me, it's just like a fake and a fraud.
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't even matter at this point.
Absolutely.
At this point, you want to know that the person that's with you, if you get sick today or tomorrow, they are going to be there.
Absolutely.
If you fall on hard times, they are going to be there. If you guys are in a loving situation and the loving in a relationship is not swinging from the chandeliers or beating off the walls or beating your chest like Tarzan.
Well, at this time in my life, I mean, if we hadn't beat off enough chandeliers or thought that we was a He-Man or whatever in our time in our life, it's already gone. So we want a woman that understands that we are not He-Mans no more. We are not bringing you off a chandelier, or we're not doing those things that are going to make you, all roughed up. We're here for, right now, I am, for compassionate, gentle, warm, here to make you feel better about yourself, even when you're sick or when you need some company. That's what we are at this age in our life. When we're at 50, you have to understand that, hey, we got more years behind us than we got in front of us. So we need to take those years and we need to cherish them. And cherishing them means, hey, find a woman that you can cherish it with. How are we going to find a woman that we can cherish it with? Most of the time, we're going to strike out the first couple times, but referrals. A good referral, dating, there's so many dating apps out there, but referral apps is like a man that knows a woman. If you know a woman that's better for me, and I know a woman that's better for you, I think I should refer you to that woman, or give you some pointers and you go lead yourself or try to connect with that person, put you in the right door. And if we as men did it to each other, do it for each other, or do it together, we can make compatibility more and more powerful, or more and more secure, and lives and happiness can spread a little bit more around all these cities.
I think the thing that we kind of dealt with for the last 2 years with Level Up Men's Ministry, and the fact that we attempted to offer to each other good advice, sound advice, best practices for pursuing relationships and making sure that we were collectively together. And we talk amongst each other in our group of men and fellowshipping with each other was to kind of make sure that whatever pieces in us was broken, that we found a way to make them whole. We found a way to put ourselves in the right mind, in the right mind frame, to actively be pursuing women, because we had arrived at a point and place in our lives that we could say, okay, I'm better than I used to be. I'm in a better place. I'm in a better space. I think that my understanding level is great enough for me now to be able to pursue what's in my heart and what's in my mind, because I am well together now. I fellowship with brothers. I've got different perspectives. I know that a lot of the methodologies or the things that I use were not always the best way to do things. And I understand now that doing things differently, because I see how other brothers have done things that have been successful or that have failed, and sharing that information one with another has given us put us on like a battlefield. And having been successful enough to come through that has put us in a better place to be able to say, okay, I'm ready.
I agree with you, and to piggyback on what you said about the brotherhood, level of ministry, the words, those words that the level of ministry puts out, based off some of the scripture, are very, very powerful. Not just to everyday life. It's to your soul. It's some of the things that goes out in the level of ministry. It touches your heart because it falls right in with your life. So it falls in right in with your life. You can embrace it and you can learn from it. You can do things better. You can like, oh man, that's deep. That was touching. So after you get that feeling, you get that spirit. Your spirit is going to change, and your spirit goes into, hey, I'm into the relaxed mode. I'm in the help mode. I'm in to make sure everybody else that I know that get this word or knows this word is going to be healthy. It's going to be helpful for them. And I applaud the brothers that sends out that level of ministry every day, because those encouraging words keep me, and I think it keeps others abreast of what's going on in daily life and and it's a word, and it's scripture. So as long as it's scripture, I'm down for it. I'm down for it, brother.
So ladies, listen, we've had a brief conversation just about some of the ideas of about how a man pursues a woman and what he's looking for and what he thinks about that process. So listen, please join in and subscribe, and certainly share and like, and we'll continue. We'll have other conversations with other people, ladies and men as well, who will also share their ideas and perspective on what this picture looks like. God bless you.
God bless you.